need to have the ability to believe that you are that girl even when nobody else thinks that. What I've overcome is a part of my story, but it is not my final story. So whether you feel like you can't do it or not, people don't care if you think you can do it or not. It's either you're gonna do it or you're not. Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So as y'all can see by the title, today's video is about things that you should let go of to level up and how to know that it is truly time to let go. Now I know in my last video I did say my next video would be about the differences between being aligned with yourself versus just getting to know yourself, and I will still make that video probably just after this one, just because I kind of want to switch up the content a little bit and not give y'all 3 consecutive videos that are sort of related to each other. So we're going to be talking about how to know when to let go and things that you need to let go of in order to level up and really reach that potential that I was talking about in my last video. But before that, please leave a like or a comment down below if you find any value from this video, and if you like the content on the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much, and go ahead and follow me on Instagram right down here on the screen, and we're going to get right into this video. So let's talk about how to know when it's time for you to truly let go of things that are not serving you in your life, and that it's time to move forward. One way to tell that it's time to let go is when you're expending more energy than the energy that you're getting. That means you're putting out way too much energy, whether that be in time, people, places that don't align with you, doing things that don't align with you, letting other people drain your energy, and then not getting the same amount of fulfillment in your own life. That is when you know that it's time to let go, because you are letting things drain your energy when you could be using that energy to pour into you and the things that feel aligned with you and the things that you really love to do. So sometimes you need to check that circle. Sometimes those people are what's draining your energy. Being too emotionally invested in things, people, and places that take too much of your energy. That's how you know when it's time to let go. You also know when it's time to let go is when you always feel like you're stuck. You're stuck in like this limbo phase because you've been working on yourself, yes, but you haven't reached the potential, or you haven't been working towards creating the life that you want to live, but you're also still at the same time holding on to the past and what your story used to be, and the people and places and things that are there in your current reality right now, or people that you just refuse to let go of because whatever reason that might be for you. You know it's time to let go is when you start to feel stuck. It's like you either go forward or you're gonna go backwards, but there's no in between. You can't just stay in the stuck phase forever because time is going to continue passing. That's one thing that really had to snap me out of it, like I was talking about in my last video. I didn't mention it. It was the fact that, oh my God, this much time has passed since high school, since I've graduated, and what has really changed? There's been some things that have changed about me, but what else has changed? I still have a part of me that's still in the emotional spot that I was whenever I did graduate. What has happened? What has changed? The only reason why you feel stuck is because, like I said in my last video, you're not moving forward. You're not doing any forward movement. You're too worried about the past, or you're too stressed out about the future. And I know it's a real thing because I used to have this thing called, I guess, analysis paralysis, is where you get so overwhelmed with the amount of stuff that you have to do and it just makes you want to do nothing. So I know what that feels like when you feel overwhelmed, that you don't even know which way to go, so you would rather just stay right here and hope for the best that things change for the better, but they won't. They won't unless you allow it to. They won't unless you decide to take the initiative to change your life, because we are the only person that can do it for ourselves. Nobody can change us. Nobody can save us. Only we can. I have several more ways to tell when it's time to let go, but I'm only gonna do one more. The last one is when you're dreading doing the thing, being at a place, being around certain people. That's when you know it's time to let go. You have to let go, because those people, those places, those things are not going to move you forward. I remember when I used to be working at this one job I had, I used to literally dread going there, and I was also putting in way more energy and time and emotional investment into that place than I was getting out of it. I was losing a lot just by working there, and it was up to me to decide that I wanted better for myself. It was up to me to change what my life would look like. It was up to me to put motivation into myself. It was up to me to believe in myself and to get unstuck from that place. Even right now, it's time to get unstuck. That's what I'm doing. I'm not stuck. You're not stuck. You just have a couple of reasons that you need to uncover as to why you are not moving forward. But when you dread being around that person because they drain your energy, they're always negative, they don't bring anything valuable to your life, they have a victim mindset, they don't want to elevate, it's time for you to let them go. When you dread going to that job job, you do your job well, but you feel in your spirit that there's more for you out there. It's time to let it go. Now, I'm not saying to leave your job without a plan. Please don't do that. That's not what I'm saying. But start taking actions and initiative to be in a better position. And since we're on the topic, we're going to go ahead and get into the things that you need to let go of. One, we have to let go of the excuses. I've been on my tail ever since I just came into this shift that I've been talking about the past couple of videos. I've been on my own ass. I have to. There's no other option because I felt stuck for so long. Now it's like something's got to give, something's got to change. And it only starts with me. It's like, yes, I've done so much work up until this point, but there was still something missing from my life. The stuff that I'm missing, I'm not getting, but that's only because I haven't been doing the work and I find every little reason or excuse as to not do it. Oh my God, I don't want to create content because I have fun creating the content, but I hate editing. It takes so long. My last video, I filmed it in the same day and edited in 3.5 hours. All I had to do was apply myself. And I'll make some videos about how to show up better for yourself, because once I started learning a system to start showing up better for myself, I've had a lot more success in just getting things done. But we gotta stop using the excuses. Oh, I'm tired. We're always gonna be tired. As long as we're living, we're gonna be tired. The best thing we can do is go to bed, get ourselves some rest whenever we can rest. But even when you're not working, even when you're not building the life that you want to build, you're still gonna be tired at the end of the day. So which one would you rather be? Would you rather be working and getting money, elevating your life and working towards building the one that you actually want to build? Or would you rather just be unmotivated, be lazy, do nothing, and still be tired at the end of the day? Because it takes a lot of energy to do nothing as well. Because the more you do nothing, the more you get comfortable doing nothing, and the more you get comfortable with that feeling. So any time in the day, you'll be tired. There's always a reason for us to not do the things that we want to do. But when you treat it as it's a means to an end, you get it done. When your back is up against the wall enough, you'll get it done. That'll be your only reason. You have to get it done. It has to be a more of a life or death type of thing. Even if it's not, you got to look at it like that because it has to work. There's no other option. Whatever your excuse is, try to find a solution for it and see how much further along you get doing that. I had to be on myself hard about it. There was days where I was doing nothing. There was days where I was using excuses as a reason why to. Oh, I don't feel like. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, I don't know if it'll work. Do they like this? Whether people like it or not, whether I'm scared or not, whether I don't feel like it or not, all of those things will keep me from being who I want to be and being where I want to be. Because at the end of the day, time still goes on. And while you're sitting up here waiting on people to like your video, being afraid to do whatever it is that you want to do, whether that's YouTube, whether that's starting a new career, whether that's going back to school, whether it's moving across the country, whatever your thing is, people are still going to live their lives. So whether you do something about your life or not, people are going to still live theirs. And then you'll be stuck in the comparison game because you've let yourself become a victim and life is just happening to you. It's not happening for you. Keep your mindset positive. Every excuse that you have, find a reason as to why that excuse should not matter. Because an excuse is just that. It's not getting anything done for you. And I'm not trying to be rude or sound harsh, but I feel it so passionately because that has been me. And I'm getting out of the way. I have to get out of my own way. And since we're talking about getting out of our own way, the next thing we have to let go of, we have to let go of the low self-esteem, the low confidence, the low self-worth. Because regardless of how you feel about yourself, people are going to feel how they feel about you regardless. And again, time is still going to go on. So whether you feel like you can't do it or not, people don't care if you think you can do it or not. It's either you're going to do it or you're not. Like I said in one of my other videos, like there's people that show up doing what they love to do, even if they're doing it bad. They don't have the thought, oh, I can't. They have the mindset of it has to work. There's no other option. In life, we have to be thinking highly of ourselves. We have to have confidence. We have to think that we deserve better and more. We can't think that just because we have this deck of cards that this is all that we have to play with. How about we go get us a new deck of cards? That's what I would do. I don't like the hand that I was dealt. So I'm gonna go get some more cards. And I'm gonna change my odds the best that I can to win at this game of life. You're not gonna allow me to put myself down. You need your confidence because you need to have the ability to believe in yourself even when nobody else does. You need to have the ability to believe that you are that girl even when nobody else thinks that. You have to think that you are amazing. You have to believe that you can do it. You have to believe that you deserve more. Because again, nobody is going to feel that way about you for you but yourself. And our self-worth, we have to believe that we are worthy of having good things in our life. We don't have to settle for the mediocre guy that just decided he wanted to talk to us. If he's not offering anything, why are you there? If your friends aren't offering anything, Why are they there? Just because those are the only friends you have right now don't mean that's going to be the only ones you have forever. You have to be able to see outside of what it is right now. You have to have that inner knowing that you can achieve it. Our self-esteem and our confidence ties to the choices that we make, the people that we go around, the offers that we accept, how we move throughout life. People can tell when you have low self-esteem. That's why a lot of women get got by guys, because guys can sniff it out on you too. Friends too. Friends prey on people too. And even if you think they can't tell, they can tell by your actions. Because when you don't do anything because you don't believe in yourself, it's obvious that you don't believe in yourself. When you don't think that you're that girl and that you deserve more and you just accept anything, people can tell. It's all over you. I remember when I was at that point in my life where I didn't think highly of myself. I didn't have any confidence. I didn't have good self-worth. I was doing anything, taking anything, accepting anything, thinking crazy about myself, and that reflected. But over the years, I've grown and I've come to understand that that is such an important aspect in our life, because we're never gonna get more if we don't feel like that we're on that same frequency as that thing. You say you want a healthy relationship. If you want a healthy relationship, you have to be on the same level as the person that's gonna be in that relationship with you. They're not gonna be out here moving toxic and insecure. They're not gonna be doing that. And it's not to say that nobody ever feels insecure and people don't do things to hurt you on accident, but we shouldn't be operating from a place like that. We have to do better. Let go of that low self-esteem and that low self-worth, and it'll change your life for real. We also have to let go of people and places, and this one won't be long because this is so self-explanatory. People that aren't bringing anything to your life, people who are draining your energy, people who are negative, people who speak fear into yourself and into your dreams and into the things that you want for yourself, those are the people you have to let go. Places as well. Places that are not serving you, places that are keeping you stuck in a cycle. All of that stuff has to go. It has to go. It has to go. We get comfortable really quick, and that's normal. We're human. We're gonna feel comfortable, but we can't allow ourselves to be comfortable, because then we get stuck in a cycle. And when you're stuck in this cycle around people and places, and combined with the low self-worth, that's literally the recipe to stay stuck. And I don't know if y'all ever heard this before, but you are a combination of the 5 people that you surround yourself with, and it don't necessarily have to be 5. Okay, it don't gotta be 5. But when we are surrounded by people that are perpetual victims of their own life, people who don't take accountability, people who don't want to grow and evolve, people who lack self-awareness, all the negative archetypes of people that you could ever possibly be around are exactly what you are gonna become. People who are scared to chase their dreams, they're gonna speak fear into yours. People who can't ever find a solution to all the problems that they have in their life, you're gonna start being like that too. Being undisciplined, being unmotivated, not taking accountability for your own actions and for your own life, you're gonna become the same person that you stay around. And one thing I've always known is that we have to be able to save ourselves. We can't save other people. But right now, I'm really living that. You have to save yourself first. You can come back for them later. Maybe after they see that you did the thing that you said you were gonna do, they might change. But you can't bank on them changing right now so you can take them to where you're trying to go. You can't do that. And I'm not doing it. Any places that make me feel the same way, that has to go too. Because I want more. And everybody doesn't want the same things. Everybody isn't gonna want more. Everybody's life doesn't look the same. But I know what it is that I want for mine. And some people, some places are not gonna do it. That could be jobs, schools, that can be even cities and states, and even the country if you bold like that. But I'm not gonna stay where I don't want to be at. And that's really all I have to say on that. You have to let the dead weight go. Lastly, and I feel like one of the most important ones, is you have to let go of all the pain, the unforgiveness, the resentment and hatred in your heart, the connection to your past self. You have to let all of that go. And I don't know when it actually clicked for me that I guess I was starting to finally let things go, because over the past couple years, y'all, I went through a lot. Even though I still showed up on YouTube and I came on here with a smile and stuff, I'm still a regular girl who goes through things too. And I didn't realize how much pain and how much of my old story that I was holding on to and making it a part of who I am and the choices that I make. I'm like, oh, I'm just this girl who went through X, Y, and Z, and because I went through X, Y, and Z, I have to operate like that. That's not true. Even the feelings I held towards certain people, I had to let that go. Because what's the point of harboring resentment or hate for people when those people are just gonna be who they are? They're not gonna change, and you hating them and you not liking them or you not forgiving them is not gonna make them change. But you know what it does do? It holds you back mentally. It keeps you in a cage mentally. They still have a hold on you mentally. They don't even have to be living in the same household as you. Y'all don't even have to be friends no more. Y'all don't have to be in a relationship no more. But guess what? They still have a hold on you to this day. And I'm so passionate about it because I didn't actually realize how much I was holding on to. I really had to let it go, and I feel so much lighter. And it didn't happen overnight. One day it just clicked. When I was talking about my other video, that was one of the things. The stuff just didn't affect me anymore. The story I grew up with, yes, it's a part of my story. Yes, it's gonna always be a part of me, a reason as to why I am the way I am today. But I'm not gonna operate from that place like I'm still living that story. That's not my story no more. The story I'm creating is the story that is mine. I'm writing my own story right now. I'm changing the narrative. What I've overcome is a part of my story, but it is not my final story. Holding on to negative feelings, it makes you sick, literally and mentally, and it keeps you in a place of not wanting to move forward because you're still stuck on the things that happened in your past. The past is what it is, but if you keep focusing on the past and always making that an issue and holding on to it right now, that's always going to be your present. So it's like you're stuck in the past, and you never want to be that person that grows up to be stuck in the past. People aren't going to want to be around you, and when you're stuck mentally, you can't focus on building a future. You can't focus on doing things in the present right now and controlling the things that you can control. You're still focused on the things that you can't control. The things that happen, you cannot control them. The way people are, you cannot control them, but you can control yourself. And once you let go of that stuff, I'm not saying to say it didn't happen. I'm not saying to forget it, because it's a part of you. It's a part of your story, but it doesn't have to be the end of your life. It doesn't have to be the end. You are not what happened to you. You're that person that came out on top despite all the odds. And I'm talking about your odds could be crazy, but you still did it anyway. And if you say that you don't like a person so much, if you went through things and it hurts you so bad, why are you still keeping yourself in that space? You're putting yourself in a mental cycle, in a mental prison of your own. You're reliving your trauma every day. Do you not get tired? Are you not exhausted? All that energy that you're putting into thinking about the past and thinking about the things that you went through, thinking about that ex-boyfriend, those friends, those parents, whatever. You could be putting that into creating your life, to bringing in better for yourself, into meeting new people, into getting to know yourself. You would rather hate people, because hating people is the same amount of energy it might take to love somebody. The best thing you could do is be indifferent to all of that. When people ask you, oh, didn't this happen to you? Yeah, it happened. I don't really feel no way about it. You know, it is what it is. That's the mindset that you have to have, because when you hate people, you might as well love them, because you're still emotionally invested. And when you're invested, you're gonna feel that. Sometimes you might even start to pick up and feel on their energy, because you hate them so much. Now you feel everything they do. Pain and unforgiveness also shapes the way that you move throughout the world. And I think I might make a whole separate video on how your trauma shapes you and the way that you show up in the world, because it does. When you're hateful, you're gonna think that everybody hates you, and all of these things can manifest in so many different ways. I think I might make a video on that. And that is pretty much all I have to say for this video. I really hope that this will show you yourself in a different light and will motivate you to start changing your own life. You deserve that much. We deserve that much to be able to live the life that we want to live and be able to really truly be who we want to be. And if you don't believe it for yourself, nobody else is going to believe it for you. And if you don't make yourself work towards that, nobody else is going to make you work towards that. You are not a victim. You can save yourself. Things can work out for you. All you have to do is believe it. But that is pretty much the end of this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you got some value from it, please leave a like or a comment down below. And if you like the content on the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're trying to grow, okay? I love each and every one of y'all so much. Go ahead and follow me down below on Instagram, and I will see y'all in my next video.